Well, welcome everyone to our 6th annual Power of Women in Business Conference, a virtual edition. My name is Sandra Vidrio, and it is a great honor and pleasure to be able to connect with you, each one of you from the comfort of your office, your home, the comfort of the place that you're in. I know we have women joining, not just from Fresno County, but throughout California, throughout surrounding states like Colorado, Nevada, even a participant joining us from Texas, Virginia, all the way from the East Coast. And the best news as well, women from Mexico and other countries in Latin America. This is what the Womanpreneur, Latinapreneur program has been able to do, bring a community together. And today we're going to be celebrating those achievements, all the women entrepreneurs that are joining us in this call. So thank you so much for joining. My name is Sandra Vidrio. I am the Business Development Officer here at the Fresno Area Hispanic Foundation. And at this time, I would like to take a moment to say welcome to our CEO, Dora Westerland, for some welcome remarks. So Dora, welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Sandra Vidrio. I am so honored to be here amongst all of you. I am so excited. There's, I do believe, around 120 women that are joining us today, like Sandra said, from all over the place. And I'm so excited. I want to welcome you to this event, virtual. And then I want to thank you for your commitment, your strength, and your love for what you do. I'm so excited that you trusted us with your business and that you're able to take this course to enhance your professional and your personal as well life. And I am just honored that, like I said, you trusted us with your business, and we're here to encourage you and to keep on helping and continue to work with you along the sides throughout the life of your business. So thank you so very much. And with that, I'd like to thank our sponsors. And without them, we couldn't do this amazing workshops that you have been all attending. And I'd like to thank Bank of America, Chevron, Union Bank, Bank of the West, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of the Sierra, Eva Longoria Foundation. I'd like to give a highlight to Eva Longoria because they were the first ones to believe in us for this program back when we started during pandemic. And then, of course, thank you to Beneficial State Bank, Latino Community Foundation, and our great partner, Wells Fargo. Thank you to all of them, and let's give them all a round of applause. We're very, very thankful for their support to this Womanpreneur and Latinapreneur cohorts. And then with that, you know, it always takes someone to help out and to, you know, have a love for what they do. And I couldn't continue without thanking Sandra Vidrio, who is taking this program to that next level, the next step. So we are very honored and thankful to have Sandra leading these programs, Womenpreneur and Latinapreneur. She has put her heart and her soul in this program. So thank you, Sandra, for all the work that you do. You're doing amazing. And yes, congratulations on all of this. This is all your effort. So thank you so much. And then as well, our great partnership with United We Lead and Dady and her team that are incredibly amazing. And we use their platforms to hold all of our cohorts and our webinars throughout this time with the two programs. So thank you so much to United We Lead Foundation. And then to continue, you know, we have so many amazing women, and I could share the stories, but it couldn't be better if they shared it with you. These women have already, you're going to hear from them right now in a few seconds. They have some testimonials, and they're women that have attended either Womenpreneur or Latinapreneur cohorts, and they have done wonderful. And we would like to share with you today their testimonials. We're going to have two women, and one of them is Jasmine Guzman, who is amazing. She's got Les Roll Fresno, and you all have to try it. You all have to support these women, because that's the way that we are all going to thrive. We will all support each other. And the other one is Lillian Aricelo, she is amazing. Has this wonderful Peruvian restaurant in Fresno, and you'll have to go and try it as well, because we have to support her as well. Arizola, sorry, Lilian Arizola. So with that, I like to take it on from there, Sandra, with their testimonials.
Absolutely. And I would like to start with our Latinapreneur, Lilian Arizola. As some of you might know, the Womanpreneur, Latinapreneur program, it's the same program in regards to the 8 classes that we provide to all of the participants, the e-learning platform that they have access to, the instructions and never-ending marketing tools and connections to our business presenters. The only difference is the Latinapreneur program is offered in Spanish and the Womanpreneur program offered in English. And so today we have 2 alumni from the program and also 2 grant recipients from the program. So Lilian, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Bienvenida, and we're glad that you could join us.
Hi, Sandra. Hi, Dora. Thank you so much, for the opportunity, for being able to give these kind of programs that actually help a lot of us in so many different aspects, like, marketing or how to promote our business, that in this time with the pandemic is really hard. And nobody actually will sometimes help you in the way that you guys are doing. And we really appreciate that opportunity. And we're really blessed to have you guys, and be part of help us to improve our business and grow as a woman. And, that we have no restrictions for anything. We can just do it.
Thank you so much, Lilian. And Lilian is the recipient from our Fall 2020 Latinapreneur Business Pitch Competition. Thank you, Lilian.
Thank you.
Much success to your business. And I have shared the link on the chat box to her website. So take a look, check out the business owners, take a look at the menu, follow them on social media. It will be a wonderful way to celebrate with friends and family and their delicious Peruvian food. So thank you. And I would like to introduce Jasmine Guzman, who she is the co-founder and owner at Let's Roll Fresno. So Jasmine, welcome, and thank you for joining us this morning.
Hi, Sandra. Thank you for the invitation and for everything you guys do at the foundation, from the very beginning of the program to guiding us through our questions and providing a space where we can all network and meet other womanpreneurs in our community and from around the world. It's definitely been a lot of help for us and helping promote our small business. So those small tools or small help really go out a long way. And we have definitely seen results from that, people coming out and saying oh, we saw you on the news because you guys won this and stuff like that. But definitely, I would encourage everyone to participate in this and showcase their business because this is a really great program to learn and to grow.
Yes, thank you so much, Jasmine. It's been a pleasure to be able to see the growth of your business this year. And of course, I know you were have been in business prior to the pandemic. So, you're one of those businesses where it's, that being, pivoting the business plan. I know you shared with me previously, your business plan, marketing plan has gone through changes, and that's because, the business is changing, right? So it's, one of those things where using the tools that we highly recommend as a business. And so I have also shared the link of their website. So take a look also at their menu, delicious. So, you have dinner plans already and then a place to go for desserts. So thank you to each one of you for sharing your testimonies.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to both of them. They are both amazing. Lilian, we've known her for such a long time. When she was just starting her business, we helped her out with to begin the construction and throughout, so that's the life of your business. We're there to help you out. And as well with Jasmine, she's amazing. She's a woman who's our warrior. She's a warrior. She's not going to give up, and she's going to keep on going. So we're there for you as well. And congratulations to both of you. They both have been winners of our our grants through Womenpreneur and Latinapreneur. And that full business pitch competition, it was so hard for our judges to come up with our 10 winners. And every year it's really a big task that we put on these judges. And I like to, of course, recognize them and thank them for their support in coming up with the 10 winners today. And that is Mr. Tim Rios from Wells Fargo. And we have Naomi Hernandez as well. She's our board member, and as well representative of Tri-Counties. And then Jose Navarro as well from Union Bank. Thank you so much for taking this huge task under your belts to get our 10 winners today. In every cohort, at the end of cohort, if you were not a winner, we would let you as well go back and do a business pitch. So stay tuned and stay with us. Keep on and reaching out to us with our resources and other information and services that we have, so that you can continue being part and continue to be a winner and continue to access our resources. So with that, Sandra, if you could please take it on for our full business pitch competition, and our winners are?
Absolutely. So get your emojis, the bells. I have my bell right here. It's a tradition at the foundation to recognize these 10 women, yay, that have, gone through. It's not just, creating the submitting the application, right? It starts beyond that. It starts from attending every single class, completing the homework, which is completing some modules online, as well as that interaction and seeing their growth really from the first day that we have our orientation networking meeting to the final class. So these are the 10 women that were selected by the judges. So the winners, we will start announcing them one by one. So I will go ahead and play their videos. And of course, feel free to chime in on the chat to congratulate each one of them. So here is the video for our first winner. This is the Fall 2021 Business Pitch Competition.
Hi, I'm Diana Cano, and I'm a new business owner of DC Human Resources Consulting. I have nearly 25 years of professional human resources experience, gained while working in public, private, and special district industries. My strengths are developing policies and procedures, employee handbooks, job descriptions, and training. I also am a subject matter expert in resolving non-compliance issues, salary surveys, and reasonable accommodation in the interactive process. My motivation of starting my company is my passion for human resources, my leadership skills, as well as my ability to listen and communicate to employers. With the recent pandemic, employers were faced with having to lay off employees. DC Human Resources Consulting provides an avenue of assistance for those employers who do not have the luxury of hiring specific human resources staff. You can rely on the accuracy and the timeliness of my work. I look forward to providing employers with a cost-effective solution for their business. Hi,
Congratulations, Diana Cano. She is the owner of DC Human Resources Consulting. Congratulations. And I know you're logged in here currently on today's Zoom call. So congratulations. Of course, our team will be following up with you after the conference. And I recommend all of you, I love the interaction on the chat, OMG, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for the awesome experience. Those are words from Diana, and congratulations, a lot of happy emojis. So take this opportunity, Diana, to share with us, your website, your social media platforms, ways that we can get connected to take a look at your human resource services. So congratulations. And I will now like to introduce our second winner.
It's no secret. The price of education plays an important role if a person's going to choose a job over a career. Medical assistant graduates are tired of being in debt sometimes before their career begins. Our students take advantage of technology that offers an opportunity to slash the price of higher education without sacrificing quality. They're gaining life-changing learning experiences without the life-crippling costs. Labor stats show medical assistants growing at 18% versus the average 7% for other careers within the next 10 years. This year, we expect to help 100 Central Valley residents graduate with no debt by successfully penetrating the education market. My name is Amika Murphy, and I'm the owner of Level Up Career Center, and we're looking for people who want high quality, low cost education that we can put in front. It's no secret. The price of it is in less than 1 year with the tools needed to hop out of a job and into a career. Do you know anybody?
Apologize for the typo here, but we would like to say congratulations, Level Up Career Center LLC, Amika Packard. Congratulations on being one of our grant recipients. Congratulations. And we will continue on to our next winner.
Hey guys, my name is Christina Trevino, and this is Cheers to Beers. Cheers to Beers started July 1st, 2020. Originally, we started out with one flavor of rim paste, and it was chamoy flavored. After that, we started making other flavors. End of 2020, we started selling gummies with our secret sauce. And then this year, we introduced agua frescas at events, and we also started making Michi cups, and now I make Michelada mix. Cheers to Beers sets the tone for events and for people wanting to have a good time. Whether it's using rim paste for your favorite TikTok drink, candies because you crave the secret sauce, sweet agua frescas with a Michi cup, or Michelada mix with a cold one, Cheers to Beers has you covered.
Congratulations, Christina. And she is the owner of Cheers to Beers, Rim Paste, and Candies. Congratulations, Christina. I know you are joined here in today's Zoom webinar. So congratulations to you. And her comment is, OMG, thank you so much. Congratulations. And as a reminder, you know, Diana, Amika, Christina, share with us, you know, where can we find you? Where, you know, do you have a website? Do you have social media platforms? How can we contact you? You know, all of your products and services, they look amazing, and we have more winners to announce. So with that, I will continue with our next winner.
Have you ever had to explain to a young person that money doesn't grow on trees? Have you experienced a young person acting out and thought if they could only express themselves a little bit better? If I asked you who you were or who you wanted to be between the ages of 16 and 24 years old, could you answer that while actively working towards those goals? Well, I'm Regina Williams, co-founder of DOPE, which is an acronym for Developing Opportunities and Pursuing Equity, an 8-month program aimed at tackling social injustice by implementing wraparound programs and services rooted in psychological development, group economics, and financial literacy. We pay special attention into strengthening youth capacity to advocate in a variety of settings. Let's stop trying to change the future and change the lives and mindsets of those who own it. And hey, with our transformational leadership skills, they may be able to teach you a thing or two. Now, that's dope. Have you ever had
Congratulations to Developing Opportunities and Pursuing Equality, acronym for DOPE. And the business owner has an incredible story on how, you know, her organization got started. And so we're really excited to be able to recognize you as one of our winners. You were selected through our panel. So congratulations and to you and many more success. And now we move on to our next winner.
Disconnect between pre and post-graduation students that are not interested in continuing their education and do not have a clear steps for a different path. It is these students and students alike that need a pipeline between themselves and employers who have roles to fill, as well as translating who they are and what they love into a career path that's right for them. LEAP created a playbook, a step-by-step to connect these students to employers who have roles to fill through introducing soft skills, hard skills, certifications when you leave our program. We want to meet you where you are to help you get to where you need to be.
Congratulations to Leap Work Readiness Inc. And I know we have the owner of the organization joining us as well. So congratulations to you, Monique. Congratulations. And her comments are, thank you so much. Congrats. And so we will continue on to our next winner for this fall round of the business pitch competition.
Nos localizamos en el área de Fresno, California. Somos un servicio de bartender móvil donde vamos a tus eventos a preparar las bebidas preferidas de tus invitados al mismo tiempo que tú puedes disfrutar con ellos toda la noche. Tenemos precios accesibles de acuerdo a tus necesidades. También contamos con diferentes paquetes a tu elección. Somos un negocio pequeño donde tú nos haces grande al contratarnos. Nos puedes localizar en las redes sociales de Facebook, Instagram y Google como Rodríguez Bean Service. Esperamos verte en tu próximo evento.
Congratulations to Rodriguez Drink Service. Congratulations on being selected as the grant recipient for our fall 2021 business pitch competition. Felicidades y mucho éxito más. And now we move on to our next winner for this new round of the Womenpreneur Latinapreneur Grant Competition Program.
Hola, nosotros somos Griselda Silva y yo María de León. Somos dueñas de tamales y antojitos La Promesa. Tenemos un puesto ambulantes de tamales ubicados en la calle L y Jensen en la hermosa ciudad de Fresno, California. Nos especializamos en la preparación de todo tipo de platillos mexicanos, entre ellos nuestros ricos tamales de pollo con salsa verde, carne de puerco con salsa roja y de queso con rajas, además de un rico champurrado. Te invitamos a que vengas y pruebes nuestros tamales que se distinguen por el buen sabor, ya que son preparados con los mejores ingredientes siguiendo la receta tradicional mexicana, calientitos de la vaporera a tu plato. Te aseguramos que no te arrepentirás. Muchas gracias y esperamos verte pronto.
Felicidades a Tamales y Antojitos La Promesa. And this is the first time that we have a partnership, a business that is a partnership that went through the program, that applied. And so I actually want to say congratulations individually to Griselda Silva y María de León. Felicidades. Yes, queremos tamales, especially during this holiday season, right? So as a reminder, all the participants, share with us, where can we find you? Share with us your website, contact information, social media platforms. This is a great way to network and continue the success of your business. And of course, I did a little preview, but I want to recognize our next winner for today. We'll be playing the video.
Hola, mi nombre es Francela Campos, entrenadora personal certificada y creadora de Fictitious. Experimentado mi propia pérdida de peso, más de 100 libras, quería compartir mi pasión, abrir un negocio en mi comunidad para poder ayudar a la gente a mejorar el bienestar de la salud física.
Las clases que ofrezco son de fuerza y acondicionamiento para niños y adultos que van desde niveles principiantes hasta avanzados. La diferencia entre Frenchy Fit y un gimnasio es que cada persona que entra por mis puertas se une a nosotros, no solo es miembro, sino que es parte de una comunidad que apoya y no juzga. Mi objetivo a largo plazo para Frenchy Fit es continuar desarrollando mis habilidades personales y profesionales para poder brindar el mejor servicio a mi cliente. También poder expandir y multiplicar las instalaciones de Frenchy Fit en todo el Valle Central para seguir ayudando, inspirando a muchas personas a lograr sus metas de salud y acondicionamiento físico.
Congratulations to Frenchy Fit. And we have Francela Campos joining us. She is actually joining us here live in the webinar, and her comments are, OMG, muchas gracias por su apoyo y ayuda. Estoy muy agradecida por todo su apoyo. Thank you so much for your support and assistance. I'm very thankful for all of your assistance and your help. Congratulations. And we are down to 2 more winners that will be announced, and we do have a surprise for other of our participants shortly after our next segment later in the conference. So stay tuned. And with that, I would like to continue here and announce our next winner for the Fall 2021 Business Pitch Competition.
Are you tired of giving yet another gift card? Do you hate gift wrapping? Or do you find that you just don't have the time to go store to store looking for the perfect gift? If this is you, that's where I step in to help elevate your gifting game. Hi, I'm Patricia Stevie, owner of The Gift Veil, a gift company where I specialize in creating artisan gift boxes for all of life's special moments. My curated gift boxes are packaged by hand with the focus on handcrafted artisan goods from local makers or other small businesses throughout the US. And each gift is accompanied by a handwritten note with your personalized message. In today's fast-paced world, our lives are consumed by social media, text messaging, and constant screen time, which oftentimes disconnects us from the people and relationships that matter most to us. The Gift Veil was created to get back to connecting again in the most thoughtful way and help nurture those relationships. I strive to make your gift giving easier, meaningful, and beautiful.
Congratulations to the Gift Veil. Congratulations on being a selected winner for this business pitch competition. And I know we have Patricia joining us, and her comments are, OMG, thank you so much. So congratulations, Patricia. And we are down to our last winner of this business pitch competition, and that person is...
Hi, I'm Yvette Villa, the owner of Joy and Barbell Fitness. I created Joy and Barbell Fitness to create a safe space for women. That's why here at Joy and Barbell, we focus on member experience, member connection, and member success. We thrive in breaking barriers. That women stop seeing other women as competition. We are changing the narrative that women are the best support. Women communities are instrumental in encouraging women to be their best selves. We trust that women who are empowered have the power to bring about positive change in the world. Joy and Barbell Fitness is the only women's gym in Fresno, California, where women can attend classes and have 24/7 private access to a full gym, positive atmosphere, and diverse women community. Joy and Barbell believes that in creating this space for women, women are more likely to attend the gym, have a healthier lifestyle, and are more likely to reach their goals. Don't find yourself lost in commercial gyms. Joy and Barbell Fitness is here for you.
Congratulations to Doyen Barbell and Fitness. I know we have Yvette joining us here. She's not crying, emoji face. So congratulations. Congratulations to all of you 10 winners. And of course, we are going to be announcing another opportunity later in the conference. But for now, I will go ahead and transition on to also taking an opportunity to congratulate our past grant recipients. As I had mentioned, we have the Latinapreneur program, we have the Womanpreneur program, and up to date, we have had, including this new fall cohort, a total of 7 groups combined, and that is more than 410 women that have gone through this program. And of course, we wish we could give, a grant to all of you, but trust me, those opportunities will be coming. And it's just that part of, being connected with seeing the journey of each woman. And as you could hear the stories, this is just a 1-minute video. So you can imagine the time that it took to create the content, the lessons that they learned during their classes. So it's really exciting to be able to recognize each one of you individually, and also all of our other Womanpreneur, Latinapreneur participants. And I also want to take a moment to recognize our summer 2021 grant recipients. So this summer, we had 10 entrepreneurs that received a $2,500 grant as well. And that is Blossom Bright, Tamari Grigsby, Reimagine Shop, the Lighthouse Recovery Center Thrifts, Let's Roll Fresno, South North Janitorial Services, Keto Nom Noms Bakery, Best Friends Empanadas, Oh My Healthy, Rosije Esparza Joyeria, and Ana Garza Boutique. So congratulations, felicidades a cada uno de ustedes. Congratulations to each one of you. It is this is the recognition we wanted to give to you during the conference today. As I mentioned, we're celebrating the achievements of all of our participants. And I also want to take it one year back and recognize all of our 2020 grant recipients. So in combined total between 2020, 2021, more than $107,000 in grants have been provided to these women entrepreneurs, and they could have not been thankfully done unless by the support of our community, by the support of our sponsors, the sponsors that were recognized at the beginning of the conference. So thank you so much for believing in our vision, trusting us during the process, and here are the results of this program. So thank you so much. And I want to take a moment to recognize each one of them. And I know a lot of them are connected right now in the live conference. So go ahead and take this opportunity to share with us, the links to your websites and your social media platforms. And so I'll go ahead and announce them in no specific order. So we have Boss Bay Lashes, we have Dole Rhythms, the Desk to Dust Company, Latinos Cultiva Viva, Señor Aji Peruvian Kitchen, Chavez Web Design, Brave the Bar, Luz GS Cleaning Services, Pañalín, Mujer Mariposa, Create Studio Fresno, YTD Bookkeeping Services LLC, OK Odontología de México, Angels of Grace, Doctor en su Casa, Sue and Gabriel's Clean LLC. Congratulations to all of our 2020 grant recipients. It is a pleasure to, give this recognition to each one of you for the work that you've done and invested in your business going through this program. And it's beautiful that you get to come back 1 year later and tell us, how, the success of your business, what you have accomplished in just 1 year. And that is the beauty of this program. And so with that concludes this portion of the segment. I know we're a few minutes ahead in our agenda, so I want to take this moment. I'll stop sharing here and return to our main meeting group in the case that Adora, if you want to share some words. I do want to let know participants that are join us in attendee, take this moment as we transition into the next segment of the conference, to share with us, who you are, where you're connected from. Let's keep the virtual networking going. Thank you. And I will now be sharing the screen for our next segment into our conversation for today. So give me one quick second here. Perfect. Well, it is my pleasure to introduce to you my colleague, Yeti Olivares. She is the Chief Operating Officer for the CDFI here at the Fresno Area Hispanic Foundation. It is a pleasure to have her join us today. She will be the moderator for our Women in Banking panel, and we are joined by two wonderful women bankers and panelists. So Yeti, take it away.
Thank you, Sandra, and good morning. Buenos dias to all you beautiful ladies that are joining us today. As Sandra mentioned, my name is Yeti Olivares, and I am the Chief Operating Officer and CDFI Executive Director here at the Fresno Area Hispanic Foundation, and I'm very excited to be moderating the Women in Banking panel this morning. As Sandra mentioned, there is a surprise for the Latinapreneurs coming up here, so stay tuned. Congratulations to all of the winners. It's always a very difficult decision for the judges. That's why I don't like being part of the judges, because it's always so hard to pick, the winners. But I know that we have some surprises for all of those that have submitted pitch competition. So stay tuned here for a little bit longer so that you can hear. And of course, this could not be possible without all of the work and support that we have from our partners. Sandra, as Dora mentioned at the beginning, has done an amazing job in growing our program, and just so I can tell she receives so much love from all of you, because she is very passionate about helping all of you that participate. The partnerships that we have with United We Lead Foundation, I see a lot of the participants, a lot of the instructors that collaborate with us to make this program possible. So thank you to all of you that have been participating in this wonderful program. with that, I would like to go ahead and get us started. Today we have two remarkable, strong, and powerful women that are joining us that are going to share with us a little bit about who they are, what they do, but that are also going to help us and share some tips for your small business. We usually get their bios that I have read, but I would really like for you to hear directly from them who they are, what they do, and give us a little bit of tips here with some of the questions. But I'm going to throw a little twist for them. Before we get started and I start introducing them, I want us to tell them who they are, where they're from, what they do. But I also want them to tell us what's one or two things that's on their Christmas list this year. That way we can see what they want. Let's go ahead and get started with Jasmine Puga, who is with Beneficial State Bank. Welcome, Jasmine.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. So like Yeti said, my name is Jasmine Puga. I am the VP, Director of Central Operations at Beneficial State Bank. I am in charge of all of the bank's operations. So, from Washington all the way down to California. And one thing, well, actually two things on my Christmas list are blankets and cute warm socks. I tend to always be cold, especially here in the office. So if you come into my office, there's always a blanket and definitely those warm socks.
Thank you, Jasmine. I know you can never go wrong with those fuzzy socks. They're so comfortable, and especially with our weather here, even though it's been kind of funny lately, but those are great items. Those are on my Christmas list too. Thank you for sharing that. Next, I would like to introduce Sierra Talcini. I hope I'm saying that right. Please tell us a little bit about you. Sierra's with Union Bank. Tell us a little bit about who you are, your role, and what's on your Christmas list.
Thank you so much. First, I just want to say I'm so excited to be a part of something so dynamic. But my name is Sierra Talcini. You got it right, so that's amazing. Typically, people do not get my last name correct on the first try, so it's fine. I work for Union Bank. I am the small business specialist here in the Sacramento greater Sacramento region. I basically am in charge of opening business checking accounts. I do business lending. I'm a part of the underwriting. We do obviously a lot of credit cards, but mainly lending is my big deal. I'm very passionate about that and finding funding for a lot of these business owners. It's fun to me because when you give somebody money and it can help a business owner, you see that light in them. It feels, it's very gratifying. So that's really what I do. I've been in this role for just about a year. Union Bank just rolled it out, so we just launched it, and it's just been a whirlwind. We've been having a blast with it. One thing that is on my Christmas list, two things you said. Well, if it were up to me, it'd be a Chanel bag, but I'm not going to do that to my husband. I will lay low on that. So I'll just go for, I just told him, just give me socks and peace and quiet, because I have two younger boys who are wild and rambunctious, and we'll leave it there.
Thank you, Sarah. I know we can all use some peaceful, quiet time, regardless of, everything that we have going on. We're all super busy women, and at home we are just busier, I could say. And that little nice peace and quiet are very sacred moments for all of us. Thank you for sharing that. Well, I know that banking for small businesses is a must, and it's very crucial and essential that we encourage businesses, entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs to have that banking relationship. But first, let's talk a little bit about you, about your career in banking. In reading both of your bios, you both have about 15 years of experience in banking, and it's not easy to carry a household with your jobs. Sierra, let's start with you. I know you have a very particular story and some challenges that have come along your way. What have been some of major learning experiences in getting to the position that you are now?
Yeah, that's a really great question. For me, with a lot of my hurdles, I was blessed enough to have my mother who started in banking. So she was my mentor, and I saw her truck along and kind of build her career path in that. And so I used to come to her and say, "Gosh, this is really hard career to kind of move along, especially being a banker and being a woman, and on top of that, being a woman of color. It's really intimidating." And my mom always gave me this one phrase that really stuck to me. She said, "Dress up, show up, go up." And that's just what I always told myself. Okay, no matter how many no's you would get if I went to many interviews to advance my career, no matter what it is, I'm going to have tunnel vision and I'm going to keep going and be dedicated and have that drive. When I first started being a teller in this banking industry, it was a lot of fun. I was in operations such as Jasmine, and I just felt like it was a constant learning. And that's where I found and my passion to push along in that career. So yeah, I don't know. It just, the more I went along, the more I pushed through, and the more they told me no, I told myself, absolutely, I will. You're not going to tell me no. So that's just kind of where I went with that.
Thank you. Thank you. I love it. One of the amazing things that I like about having these type of conferences is that we get to see, women like you, Sierra and Jasmine, that we can, that are inspirational. We know that most of the women here on the call are women entrepreneurs, but we also have professional women. We also have younger, women here that are pursuing careers, and we want to make sure that, we have a conversation that can be enjoyable to everyone. So thank you so much for sharing that. Jasmine, if you can also tell us a little bit about your banking career. I know you have also been in this for 15 years, and you are here in Fresno. Tell us a little about what has been any major learning experiences for you.
Yeah, again, like Sierra, I think definitely staying persistent and keeping up, with your goal and just continuing to, every day it's a new day, and you just have to give it your all. I knew I wanted to be in banking since I was a little girl. And, I would go with my mom every Saturday to the bank to cash her check, and it just fascinated me. And to me, I always saw the bank as like a place where people would go, like, would get help. So you got to help people, and you got to, really make a difference for them. So when I was at Fresno State, obtaining my bachelor's degree, I got a part-time job as a teller, and that's really where my career started. I've been in banking ever since then, and I've had different roles. Like Sierra, no matter how many times you were told no, I knew what I wanted to accomplish, and I continued to try. I would say one of the biggest challenges, or one of the things that I think really helped me, get to the position that I am now, has been to really, really grasp the particular role that, or all the roles that I've had. When I was a teller, I really tried to learn a lot as a teller. When I was a banker, same thing as a branch manager, and really trying to learn as much as I could from those roles and those people around me, and the mentors that I had in management and other colleagues, and really trying to absorb as much as I could.
Thank you. Thank you. There's two things that I want to comment about that. The first one is that you mentioned that the bank you perceived as a place where you can go to get help. And I think that's, you couldn't have said it better, because that's one of the things that, as we're helping these women entrepreneurs, they need to know that they can go to the bank to get help, that they need to go to a bank to get help for their financials, for the finances for their business. And we're going to talk a little bit here about some advice that I want you to share with them. But the other thing that I think it's more on the personal side is that you mentioned you always wanted to be a banker. You knew that's what you wanted to be. and that it's great. But we also have some women here on the conference joining us today that perhaps they weren't sure that they wanted to be in business, and that's okay as well. I know sometimes we have women that started with the business and said, that wasn't for me, but now I want to do this. Or some of the professional women that we have on the call that had to change their careers a couple of times. And it's inspiring to hear your stories, to get to know from two different perspectives, some of your learning experiences in your careers. Let's go ahead and turn it over into, some of, from your perspective as bankers and the 15 years of experience that you have, what is some piece of advice that you can share with the women that are on this call today in regards to their business and having a relationship with the bank? Sierra, let's go ahead and start with you.
Great. That's a really great question. And I think that's fabulous that, they get to hear this, because I come across a lot of business owners that are very unaware what the bank has to offer when it comes to small business owners. What I can say is, for example, a lot of my business clients, when they come to me to open up a new account or whatever have you, they are very unaware that we offer an array of so many products, such as payroll. We offer debit and credit card processing, advice on that. We offer, obviously, the lending. We offer so many different types of checking accounts for that. We are also in touch with a lot of other resources where there's such a thing as SBA lending, for example, where they can get funding for being a new business. I mean, there's so many resources that a lot of these business owners are very unaware to even think to ask their bank, because they're thinking it's just a one surface type of situation where I'm going to just come open this business checking account, and then I'm going to go off and look at Square, and then I'm going to go off and do QuickBooks, and then I'm going to go off and try to find lending at another small bank. It's all under the same roof. And if your bank is not offering you everything and all those resources, then in my opinion, it's best to go out and look for another bank that may do that for you, that fits your needs and your every banking needs. Because if you don't have everything in one house, then in my opinion, then the bank is not offering what they should. So it's very important to talk to your banker and ask those specific questions. Do you offer that? Another thing that I was raised on saying, a closed mouth never gets fed. So if you don't ask those type of questions to that professional, that banker that's sitting in front of you, then you're never going to know, and you're going to have to go out there and do the work on your own when you don't have to do it. That banker is sitting right in front of you, and they can give that resource for you right then and there. So
thank you. I think that's great. Many of the businesses that we work with are afraid to do that. They are afraid to ask for help. They're not sure. And a lot of it has to do with not knowing what type of resources their financial institutions have to offer. So, to all of you on the call today, make sure that you're asking your financial institution for what type of resources they can offer to your business. And like Sarah mentioned, if you find that it's not a fit for you, it's okay. Go look for a financial institution that's going to be a fit for you and for your business, but make sure you're asking those questions. That's a great point. Thank you, Sarah. Jasmine, let's go ahead and go with you. Tell us a little bit about what's some piece of advice that you can give to our women entrepreneurs here on the call today.
Thank you. I would say it's very similar to Sierra. Often we find that, business owners or, especially starting out, like entrepreneurs, are very afraid to ask questions. And I think that is the most important thing. Your banker and your bank, is your biggest advocate. So definitely don't be afraid to ask those questions. Don't be afraid to ask your banker for help. Oftentimes, the bank does have resources to help you. They know of different programs. They're able to even assist you, to try to get you, help, or try to assist you with whatever needs you need. And one thing that I always did tell my customers, always come to me, always ask me, like my door is always open. Because even if it's something that we can't do or that I can't help you with, I'm going to help you try to find that resource. And as a banker, we do partner up with so many organizations. We do are in touch. We are in touch with a lot of, different resources that we can definitely direct you to and kind of, give you that hand and walk with you every step of the way. So just because, I think the perception is, oh, the bank is just going to help me open my account and, that's pretty much it. I don't need to be in touch with them with anything else. We are definitely such a good resource for you to have. And like I said, your bank and your banker are definitely, your biggest advocate.
Thank you. Absolutely. And, at this point, I want to, as I lead into the next question that I have for you both, I want to open it up to the chat here for any questions, anybody that may have. I know this conversation tends to be a little bit more serious when it comes to the businesses, and it's not as exciting as when we're giving all these grants away, but it's very important. And I think that that's one of the reasons why we wanted to have this conversation, because we need to encourage all of the business entrepreneurs, all of you that just got your grants, have your business account, have a bank account that you can use for your business, for your banking needs, and ask questions. I think you can get a sense that both Sierra and Jasmine are giving you the same advice here. It's really important to stay connected to your financial institution to make sure that they are meeting your needs, and they're both available. Any financial institution you go to, build a relationship with them, let them know what you need. I do want to give you both the opportunity to share of a resource for your small business, talking about, having the relationship between business owners and bankers and banks. They're not always aware of the resources that they have available for small business. So Sarah, if you can tell us a little bit about Union Bank's resources and products for small businesses that not everybody may know about, and we'll keep an eye on the chat here in case anybody has any questions for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to share because I'm really proud of what Union Bank has developed in the small business department. Currently, we have a small business checking account. It's called the Bank Freely Business Checking Account. And it's basically a one-dimensional account that everybody qualifies for with no fees attached to it. A lot of the bigger banks like JP Morgan Chase or the Wells Fargo's or the US banks or whatever have you, sometimes they have those accounts where it is a minimum balance requirement to waive that fee. We completely got rid of that. You don't need to maintain anything to waive that fee. Also, a lot of business checking accounts on this one will charge certain business owners who deposit, let's say, over 150 transactions in the account, and then they start racking up fees from then on. Union Bank has completely eliminated that as well, which is huge. That means you can deposit however many checks, however many debit or credit card transactions on the account without any fees attached to that as well. So that's been one of the most amazing things that we offer that has been very critical and beneficial to business owners, because small business owners, they don't need to be paying any fees, in my opinion, especially in the middle of a pandemic. It makes no sense. And Union Bank is basically giving back to those business owners and saying, here, come and deposit your money with us. We're not going to charge you for that. We also offer debit and credit card processing with some incredibly competitive rates for that, meaning when that client wants to pay you and they swipe a debit or credit card, that goes into your business checking account, like a Square situation. We offer such products as that as well, and that's partnered with Elevon. And so we offer that. There's business credit card. I mean, I can go on for a whole hour. But those are my two main things. And also we do offer term loans for business owners that have been in business for more than 2 years. We 3.99%, 60-month term loan. I mean, it's just so many amazing things. And I think because Union Bank is well surrounded by small business, we have just this incredible package deal with whatever they really need, to be honest. So hopefully I covered.
You did. Thank you, Sierra. And there's a question on the chat here that I'm going to ask you and Jasmine as well. Edna is asking, is there a benefit to opening a business-specific account if we don't need financing? So they don't need a loan, they don't need financing, but they just want to know, and I would say if you would agree, and you can feel free to add, would be that, you mentioned you have an account right now that they can open. There's no fees, there's no minimum, which is really great because that is very common across financial institutions. Was there anything else that you'd like to add to that?
Absolutely. That's a really great question that I think a lot of new small business owners kind of, question themselves, like, why would, I only have, let's say, $100 with right now, let's jumpstarting my business. What do I need a business account for? Well, in my opinion, I think it's very wise to separate business funds. It doesn't matter if you're making $5 for that year. When it comes time to filing taxes, I'm not a CPA, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. But when it comes to filing taxes, you want to make sure you have everything separate because you want to write it off. You've been busting your butt, excuse my language, to make sure that you've been hitting your business from ground up. Why not separate everything? Because now you're commingling those funds into your personal account. You don't need to be putting your business funds into an account where you're off going off, to go have drinks with the girls for brunch. You want to make sure you separate that so you can make sure you see what you've been able to truly do and what you've been able to not accomplish yet, so you can work on that. So having a business checking account doesn't mean anything but to separate those funds that you're making or you're pouring into your business. You want to make sure that that's all kind of divided into that. And if it's a free business checking account that Union Bank offers or whatever small bank that you may be around, take advantage of that, especially if there's no fees. It makes no sense. Just do it.
Thank you, Sarah. And if you don't mind tapping in the chat when you get a chance, somebody's asking, what is the name of the business checking account without fees, please? That would be great.
Perfect. I'll put that in the chat for you guys.
Thank you. We'll keep an eye on the Q&A here, but let's go ahead and go over to Jasmine and tell us a little bit about Beneficial State Bank and what you have to offer to small businesses that may not be aware. I already saw some people there that said they were Team Beneficial State Bank already, so you already have some fans here in the chat group, but please go ahead.
Great. Well, really quick, just to kind of piggyback on what Sierra was saying regarding, opening that business checking account, even if, you only have $5, $20, whatever it may be. Aside from keeping those funds separate, you do want to start having that history, start establishing that history for your business as well, because even though you might not need lending now, if you ever need it in the future, you are going to be required to provide those financials and really provide, okay, how long have you really been in business? When did you establish this? So definitely, even though you're just starting out, it is a great idea just to get it started right away so you can start creating that business and you can start creating that history. And then that way you, if you need anything in the future, then you won't have that kind of holding you back. But now to talk to you a little bit about Beneficial, we also do have a free business accounts. So Beneficial State Bank, of course, is a smaller bank, but we do love to cater to our community. We are very community oriented. Beneficial State Bank is actually owned by the Beneficial State Foundation. So we do not have any shareholders. Everything that, the bank accomplishes actually gets distributed to the foundation, which then in turn, goes back out to the community. So we do have several grants. We do love to work with nonprofits. We actually do have a sponsorship request, on our website dedicated to those nonprofits. And we tend to really help out the communities that we serve. So that is one of, our biggest things. Aside from having those free business accounts, of course, we do also assist, like Union Bank with payroll services. We do have merchant services. We do have business lending. So we do business loans. We do business credit cards. One of the biggest things that I would say I'm extremely proud of that Beneficial State Bank has, we actually have a dedicated full-time teacher that assists with financial literacy. So we will, help you, teach you, everything financial in regards to your business, you know, how to handle your account, how to handle the loans, how to apply for certain things. And not only for yourself, but we also do provide, and of course this is free to you, but we also do provide financial literacy to your employees, because we think it's important that your employees also know how to, you know, manage their money, how to learn about credit cards, learn about credit, you know, and it's also a good resource for you to provide to them. And we think that also builds that strong relationship between business owners and their employees. And it truly shows that you do care about their well-being. So, I mean, like I said, we have a ton of different products, and we are located on Shaw, just in between Blackstone and Maroa. So if you guys do want to come visit us, like I said, we do have a lot of resources, and a lot of, actually most of our accounts are completely free. We do believe in that, you know, small community banking.
Thank you, Jasmine. One of the things that you mentioned that I think is important to reiterate is that you mentioned about, even if they don't need financing now, they may need it in the future. And that's very key, because even though you're just getting started with your business, you want to start now, right? And I would be remiss if I didn't throw in my little speech here as well. Most of you know, here at the Fresno Area Hispanic Foundation, earlier this year, we became a CDFI, Community Development Financial Institution, because we want to help you. If you may not be quite ready to go straight to the financial institution to get financing, but you can come to us first. We can help you. We can then graduate you so that then you can go straight to the financial institution. So I wanted to make that point again, because I think that's really, really important. I saw a couple of questions on the chat that I know you addressed already, but I just want to, I think we had somebody asking if it was necessary to have a business license, even if they were just getting started, to open a business account. Can both of you answer that? Sierra, is the business license required to open the business account with you, with your Union Bank?
No, I can, yeah, absolutely. We don't require that, especially if you're a sole proprietor. A business license, we're not looking for that at all. We just look for the basics. I mean, if you're a sole prop, then it's you. So we just need your ID. And if it's a corporation or an LLC, nonprofit, then it gets a little bit more, we might need a little bit of more documentations, but it's nothing too strenuous. I did put my email address in the chat. So if anybody did have specific, like, detailed questions that are unique to them, they can definitely email me, and I can, or give me a call, whatever, and I can definitely, you know, let them know, because it just depends on case by case scenario, but business license is definitely not required.
Thank you. I know sometimes a fictitious business name statement may be required. Is that something that Union Bank requires?
Fictitious business name statement is only required if the surname, your last name, is not a part of the business name. So, for example, if it was just Sierra's Cakes, then I'm going to need a fictitious business name because it didn't have Sierra Talcini's Cakes, if that makes any sense. But if it has my last name, no, we just need your ID. It's super seamless.
Okay, thank you. Great. And Jasmine, what about beneficial statement? Do you need a business license to open a business account with you?
So we don't necessarily need the business license. However, we do need to find out how that business is going to be established. Is it going to be a sole proprietor? Is it going to be, you know, a nonprofit or a corporation? So we do need documentation for that. Now, again, like Sierra said, I mean, if your business has your full name, you know, as part of the name, then we definitely don't need any of that. However, if, you know, your business has a completely different name, then we will require like a fictitious business name statement in order to establish that, but we don't necessarily require that business license or county license.
Thank you. And can you just briefly mention, we did have some questions. I know you talked about some of the support that you offer to nonprofits via grants, but do you also bank nonprofits as well?
Yes, so we love nonprofits. We definitely cater to nonprofits, I believe, more than, you know, other institutions. because we are owned by a nonprofit, we definitely do understand the struggles, especially when it comes to lending for nonprofits, where we do have very unique programs for them. And I mean, I would definitely say we do have those free accounts for them. We do have those sponsorship dollars, I would say, that we do have available each year to assist our local nonprofits. And definitely, I would say on the lending piece, we do have some very special programs specifically designed for nonprofits here at Beneficial State Bank.
Great, thank you. And I saw that you already also put your contact information on the chat so they can reach out to you if they would like to get more information. Sierra, do you also have some banking? I'm sure you also bank nonprofits. Do you want to just briefly touch on that?
Yes, yeah, we definitely help nonprofits. We have nonprofit accounts. It's basically the same type of checking account, different documentation that we may ask, but that, like I said, that depends on what type of nonprofit that is. But we don't discriminate. We welcome it all. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Thank you. Well, thank you both for this amazing conversation. I think that it's very important. I'm going to repeat it again. I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but financials, business, separating business account with your personal account is very, very important. And trust me, it's going to save you a lot of headaches when you're doing it. I saw somebody putting here in the chat about their experience in having two separate accounts so they can separate their business expenses with their personal expenses. Please, Jasmine and Sierra put their contact information on the chat. Please feel free to reach out to them, reach out to us if we can help answer any of your financing or banking questions. Thank you so much, Jasmine, Sierra, for joining us today. Any final remarks you'd like to say to wrap up this panel here? Sierra, I'll go with you.
Yeah, thank you. I want to again thank you guys for letting me be a part of something so dynamic, and all the ladies that are just jumpstarting their business or you've been in business, keep trucking along and keep going forward. Have that tunnel vision, because we all deserve and we can and we will. So I just, again, thank you for letting me be a part of this. This was super fun.
Thank you, Sierra. Jasmine?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really do appreciate, and I believe, in all of the work that the Fresno Area Hispanic Foundation does for the community. So you guys are all amazing. It's definitely a great group of ladies here. And don't be afraid to reach out to me. Please use me as a resource. Even if it's something that I can't directly help you with, I will definitely, assist in directing you, to an organization or an individual that can assist. So please, again, don't be afraid to ask those questions.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Thank you both so much for joining us today. We are very thankful that you were able to provide these tips, this inspiration. You're both an inspiration to all the women that are here today. So thank you so much for all that you do in our small business community. And thank you for joining us today. With that, I would like to move on to our next section. Like I mentioned earlier, we have very exciting surprise for our Latinapreneurs. And I can also now wait for all of you to hear from our inspirational keynote speaker today. She is amazing. So with that, I will go ahead and circle back with Sandra or Dora.
Yes, thank you so much for this incredible conversation. I think the most important thing here to make sure that you all know, women that are attending here today, is that Sierra and Jasmine and Yeti and I are here. Let's make the connection. Let's stay connected, because I think the most important part is that we can talk here all we can, but if you don't connect with us, if you don't try to reach out to us, that's the call of action that I'm making to all of you. Please connect with us. And if you have any question, if you like to open an account, if you know, if you want us to help you, we will help you. So, but thank you so much, Yeti. You did amazing with the panel, and very, very informational, and let's take action, women, so that we can get all our financials in place. But to continue, like we said, we have so many great opportunities here, and we have so many women that participated. So it's like, okay, we have to do something fun and something exciting. So we are planning to, you know, to some of you who did not receive any funding from us, this is a great opportunity for us to give you $1,000. So we're going to select 10 winners, extra winners. So the ones that already got the funding, those will not be participating, only the ones that have not gotten any funding from us. And so we're going to select 10 of them, and today, and it's going to be a random selection. Miss Sandra already has everything in place so that we could see who the winners are and how it's going to play in our screen. So please, Sandra, take it on from here.
Absolutely, and I went ahead and share once again on the chat box to reiterate, the woman that we are going to be selecting will be at random, and it will be using an online platform that we've used in the past. And so it's it's the platform, right, that's going to be selecting the 10 winners. And I want to reiterate again is there are 55 participants that will be entered into the drawing. And so these are womanpreneur, Latinapreneur grant applicants that have not been selected. And we want to make it fair to invite and include women from the 2020 cohorts and 2021. So with that, I'm going to be sharing my new screen here. So as you can see, we are using the Picker Wheel platform. I have all of the names already listed here. It's a long list, but as we mentioned, you know, the opportunities keep coming. So today, 10 lucky winners will be selected to receive $1,000 for their business to continue growing, but we will have much more in the near future. So I am going to make it fair, everyone here, as you can see, is alphabetical order. So I'm going to shuffle everyone. And every time that we select the winner, I'm going to be taking a screenshot. That way we can follow up with you after the conference. So best luck to all of you ladies. I know some of you are connected here. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we go with our winner number 1. Congratulations, Gabriela. And I know Gabriela, she is connected from Colinga. So she is in that process of wanting to start her online boutique. So I think this is going to be a great way to get you started, right? That startup budget. Here's, you know, something that you can add. So congratulations. And I'm going to be hiding the choice for her. That way now we have 54 women to select from. So here is our next winner. Congratulations, Lucinda. And I know Lucinda, she is a fall 2021 grant applicant, and she is connected all the way from Colorado. And so I know she's an existing business. So this is a great way for you to continue growing your business and coming back to us. And maybe you could be in one of our future panels of, you know, women in business and how, you know, your business journey has been. So congratulations, Lucinda. Felicidades. So we are on to our winner number 3, and that person is congratulations, Elizabeth Mora. Congratulations. And she's also a fall 2001 grant applicant. And if you're connected on the chat box, let us know, share with us, you know, where can we follow you? Where can we learn more about your business? So congratulations, Elizabeth. Winner number 5 is Linda. Congratulations. Congratulations. So once again, fall 2021 applicant. So maybe I need to reshuffle here, right? But congratulations, Linda. I know she is a woman entrepreneur here in the Central Valley, and she is in the transition of, continuing her services. It's a lot of education for those businesses that want to go into the food industry. Linda is a great resource to connect. And so she's in the process of, growing her services and providing certifications such as food handler, food manager certificates. So Linda, it's a great contact to connect with. So thank you, Linda, and congratulations. We're on to our last 4 winners. That went by quickly. So winner number 7 is perfect. Congratulations, Evelina. I know you, I'm so happy you've been selected at random. I know Evelina participated in our 2020 and 2021 cohort, and she didn't give up. She, applied for both grant applications, and here she is, the 3rd opportunity. So congratulations, Evelina. I know you are in the process of also launching your online business. So we're excited to be able to provide you this grant, seed funding to get your business online. So congratulations. Muchas felicidades. Winner number 8 is Maria Mendoza. Felicidades. Congratulations, Maria. We're excited to be able to grant you a $1,000 grant for your business. And we are down to our last 2 winners. So winner number 9 is Tiffany Attibury. Congratulations. She is a summer 2021 grant applicant, and I know she is in the process of, I remember her story as, independent contractor looking to establish, register her business name. So I'm hoping this is a great opportunity for you to get started and go after those business licenses and permits that you need to be able to continue on your business journey. So congratulations. And our last winner for this specific opportunity is going to be Rosa Maria Rodriguez Barragan. Felicidades, Rosa Maria. She is a grant applicant from our Latinapreneur Fall 2020. So congratulations. Congratulations. We are going to be, so let me go ahead and just double check here. So every time that someone's selected, we check it off. So let me just make sure that I'm not underestimating my count here. I do apologize for that. So we have 1, 2 women, 3, 4 that have been selected. Let's see here, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you're correct. I got 2 more to go. I'm so sorry about that. I think I got too excited and ahead of myself. I do apologize. But guess what? Good news is we have 2 more chances to select 2 more winners. So as you can see, those that have already been selected, the checkbox is off. So it's now, we're down to our finalists here. So here we go. I do apologize for that. But good news. We have 2 more to select from. Congratulations, Ansley Andrews. I know she is a womanpreneur participant from our very first cohort, summer 2020. So she's one of our first alumni, and she's based here in Fresno, California. So congratulations. I'm sure you're gonna have, this is gonna be great for the success of your business. And as we can see here, we have now 9 selected winners. So I just want to double check here once again. I do apologize for that. And so our very last winner, very last winner, winner number 10 is going to be Erika Madrigal. Congratulations, Erika. And so I made screenshots of all the 10 winners. So we will make sure to follow up with you after the conference. And at this time, I will pass it on to Dora for one special announcement for one specific participant.
Yes, and thank you so much. Congratulations to all of you. This is exciting. I am so glad that you were able to take $1,000 today. And I hope this is going to be great for your business and that is going to help you. I know that we all need a little help with something. And so I know that this is going to help you out for your business. And today we have a last $1,000 winner, because we always see, Sandra always, shares with me the commitment of all of you. And we always give the opportunity to some of the women that have attended either Womenpreneur or Latinapreneur. If they want to attend the upcoming cohorts, they're able to do it. And this woman has, I do believe, attended every cohort that we've had, like, in Latinapreneur. And her commitment to learning every time, it's really, with very high standards. And so today, Sandra, you'd like to call her name, please?
Yes, so we would like to, this is like an honorary recognition to Maria Moreno. She is our advocate there in the city of Coalinga, and congratulations, Maria. I know you are in the process of launching Latino tax services there in the city of Coalinga, which is such a needed industry, right? And she's bilingual, so she'll be able to help with our Spanish and our English community. And she, I remember the first time, we connected with her. It was at an outreach event that we had in Coalinga. I believe it was Yeti, and to backtrack history here, it was exactly, I remember it was a Thursday, March 12, 2020. Next day, we got the notice about shelter in place, the pandemic. So here we are, right? Celebrating, achievements as women. And so congratulations, Maria. And she's participated in all 4 rounds of the Latinapreneur program. So we are excited and we look forward to working with you. And once again, getting those business licenses, business permits for you. And we're hoping that this seed funding will be great use for you to launch your business. So congratulations. Perfect. And congratulations to everyone. I know there's a few that, are still in that not selected pool, but guess what? Like Dora said, you are all winners, and we will be working with you individually and helping you through your financial needs for your business. And it is now time to introduce our inspirational and keynote speaker. And we are so excited to have an entrepreneur, Adriana Vasquez. She is a co-founder, CEO of Lilu, and she is an entrepreneur. And let me share with you about her bio. She is incredible. We're excited. And then, the magnificent use of the platform. She's connecting from the East Coast here in the United States. So Adriana, thank you so much. And I want to go ahead and briefly share with you all of her bio. So Adriana is the co-founder and CEO at Lilu. She holds a master's in integrated product design from UPenn and in mathematics at computer science. Prior to Lilu, she worked at Morgan Stanley's liquidity risk software team. She has been named one of the top 30 femtech healthcare influencers in 2019 and has won awards such as the She Knows Blog Her competition in 2019 and the Alpha Lab Gear Hardware Cup in 2018. She has represented Lilu at South by Southwest and TechCrunch Battlefield and the Anita B. Org 2020 Pitch Her at Grace Hopper. She and her co-founder at YC and NSF I-Corps Fellows and her patent was recognized as Philadelphia's Invention of the Year in 2019. In her spare time, Adriana loves to run, cycle, and attempt at snowboarding. So thank you so much, Adriana, for joining us today. The floor is all yours, and we're excited to hear from you.
Well, thank you so much for having me. And it was so exciting to join while the awards and grants were given away. I know from firsthand experience the huge difference they can make. So as Sandra mentioned, I'm co-founder and CEO of Lilu. And at Lilu, we build smart garments to make life easier for new moms. And we started by focusing on breastfeeding and breast pumping after having heard from a myriad of friends, colleagues, and even professors of mine about their experience breastfeeding and breast pumping. Also, as Sandra shared, my background really is in in product and software. And as such, I really believe that technology should be used to improve people's lives. So when I started to see women that were sharing their experiences and transitioning into maternity and the challenges associated, I realized that technology had kind of fallen behind for women. So I felt slightly bit disappointed. And with that, kind of I converted that disappointment into curiosity, and I started to interview different women and doctors and realized that we could build technology and products to make breastfeeding and breast pumping more easy. But to tell you I want to give you first the high level context before I share more about my experience as a founder and especially as a Latina founder. But just to give you a quick recap, I spent 3 years basically doing research, market research, interviewing, and setting up a supply chain for the first product. We launched at the end of 2019. Currently, we sell direct to consumer through our website, as well as a little bit through wholesale, and are starting to explore in international markets. And I've built I would say a small but mighty team. Everybody except for myself and my co-founder, who are co-located in New York typically. Right now he's in India, but everybody else is remote. We have teammates working in LA, in Cartagena, in Colombia, in Hong Kong, and people like basically literally all around the world. We've been backed by different groups ranging from accelerators and incubators. So we participated in Hacks, which is a hardware-focused accelerator, participated in Dream It Health, participated in the NSF iCore program, and we were backed most recently by groups like Latitude Ventures, which focus on Latino entrepreneurs, Ad Astra, which focuses in women entrepreneurs, and they're based in San Diego, and other groups as well. And in total, we have raised $1.3 million and a little over $450,000 in grants and prizes. So we've had our fair share of $1,000 awards, $5,000 awards. Really, everything counts, right? Especially in the really, really early days. And even today, I am the type of founder that will look through newsletters to find opportunities where we can pitch our idea and everything. So, we never cease to look for opportunities like that. It also gives us a lot of great brand exposure, and it allows us to connect with different people. One of the things that I'm really proud of, right, is having reached this milestone of having a product in market, having real users, having wholesale customers as well. But that doesn't mean that we're not we're still considered a really early stage company. Every day there's risk, every day there's uncertainty. So kind of just approaching things like every day, like with the mindset and the excitement that you have today of when you're starting your business, I think is really, really important, and learning that over time. There's days that are going to be really hard, and days that are going to be amazing, but know that in the difficult days, right, that the problems that you have today are going to be so different in a month, in 6 months, in 1 year. So put them in perspective, right? Like even last week, I mentioned to Sandra, we're applying to an NSF SBIR grant that's due today. It's been the culmination of a lot of work. We got a phase 1 award, which was $250,000. Now, if we secure this next portion, it's going to be anywhere between 1 million and 1.5 million. So we're really, stressed about it. And last week we found that a supplier, that's the key supplier to us, decided to back out of the project, right? So just to share, how every day continues to be exciting as an entrepreneur, but that you will find solutions. And some of the ways, I wanted to share some of the key ways that have been really helpful for me to basically build the company. One is building your network. I think obviously today, right, with the other people in this call, right, the organizers, the mentors, the advisors, but your peers as well. Make sure that you stay connected, because these are the people that are going to accompany you through the life of your company, that know, right, how much time and effort you've invested, and that when things get challenging and difficult, right, could be some of the very first people that you turn around to ask for help. Something that I learned pretty early on was to try to maintain a mailing list of people that are champions and mentors. I found it really hard to send out an email every month to keep people updated, because it's a lot of work to sit down and kind of recap all the highs and lows of the month, but it's really worth it. I do that really now on, like, maybe I have skipped 1 month in the last 2 years, but even I'll give you an example, right? I start with my asks in the email almost every month, and it can be as simple as we're looking for an introduction to a journalist at this editorial, or right now I'm looking for a kind of like a conversion rate optimization expert, and right away I already have 3 replies with 3 recommendations. Or it can be as big of an ask as I'm opening my round, right? And we've talked before, or you have connections to angel investors or groups, we'd love to get your that introduction. So really kind of nurture that network, because it's really important. The other thing is to make big and bold asks. I think that as Latina founders, sometimes it's a little bit, also probably personality, and I mean, I grew up in Mexico City. I came to the US for my undergrad. So I never really, this journey of entrepreneurship is so new to me. My parents were lawyers, and never occurred to me that having your own business was even an option. So when I started to fundraise, I would always set out to talk to investors, and then I would always ask for just what I thought I needed to get to the very next stage. And that sometimes made it that I was making asks of like $50,000, $100,000, or say $250,000, right? And now I think that if I could start my business all over again, I would go and make, like a $2 million or $3 million ask for the vision that we have. And even if people are not ready, right, to commit at that level, but I think it gives a level of seriousness and commitment to your business, right? And shows that you really, really have a bold vision. And that's something that I think I had to learn the hard way, because I'm very scrappy, but I'm not doing myself or my team any favors by continuing to be scrappy. So I think it's finding the right balance around, again, how much you're asking. And that's why those mentors are really helpful, right? Because you can bounce that pitch deck with them, right? With some friendly feedback at first, before you go out, right, to raise external capital, so that you can find, what's the right ground of what you're asking for, given the stage that you're at. But again, don't be afraid of making those bold asks. And then kind of combining those two, right, the bold ask and the mentor and network that you have. Don't be afraid to ask for help, right? I mean, you're not supposed to know everything. And I think as founders, right, you're obviously very resourceful and very committed, right? And I think because of that, sometimes we try to solve everything by ourselves. So don't do that, right? Try to build a team early on and learn how to delegate. And that's also really hard, because especially in the early days, you don't have money to hire a team, but you have so many other things. You have a great vision, right? You have you already have the idea, right? So if people actually, right, you can rally them and get them excited about it, people are willing, right, and able to maybe not full time, right, as long as you're flexible, but maybe 5 hours, 10 hours of their time to help you build it. And if maybe it's not somebody that has many years of experience, but there's interns, right? There's all these other people that are willing and excited to learn and to get experience doing, like, things that they can put on their resume or portfolios. So look for talent in all these different places, so that, again, that you're not doing everything on your own. And I guess the other thing, and those are kind of more general for probably every entrepreneur, right? But again, as a Latina founder, maybe it's different for everyone, right? But I kind of had this mentality that I never thought of myself any different for either being a woman or for being Latina or for being immigrant. But something that's been really interesting for me is to learning about all the statistics around funding that goes to female founders. And I mean, they're really shocking, right? They really are like, I think those statistics speak about the systemic biases that exist there. So, but instead of letting those things bring you down, think about how, you know, you can turn them into kind of like your secret weapon, right? Like that means, right, that you know, every win that you have, kind of like you're like standing above from the, you know, you're breaking barriers, right? So really kind of being able to make that part of the story to show, right, that like you're a real go-getter, right? That despite all those systemic biases, right, you're here to prove otherwise. And as you're building your tribe of people and that help you, right, think about the combination of people that you're building your network with, right? For sure, the Latino and Hispanic community are your champions, but then also network with those who aren't, right? Very purposive, with a lot of purpose, because you're gonna learn a lot from them, right? From the way that they do business. You go, I think sort of something like, grab yourself a mentor who's like a 60-year-old man, right? And for like breastfeeding and breast pumping, right? Because, you know, how would they go about building that business? Who would they network with? So you will learn equally from people that, you know, are kind of part of your ecosystem as from people who aren't. And yeah, I think I want to make sure that maybe there's room for any questions. So there's so much more that I guess I would love to share, but I'd love to just, you know, congratulate you all as well for you know, giving yourself the time to innovate, for just taking the plunge and know that you're not alone building things.
Thank you so much, Adriana. What an amazing speech, and I think all of your learnings and what you've gone through, just to share with the women that are attending here is just incredible information, knowledge, and as well a little bit of push. Like, look, you have to do it. You know, you have to keep on asking and doing that. So I'll give a little time so people could ask some questions, Sandra, so that we could you know, have that. But you know, I met Adriana at the Latitude conference, and Yeti and I had the amazing opportunity to hear her pitch, and I can't tell you how I was like so happy that you were there pitching, and the way you were pitching. I mean, it was like, and that was going to be one of my questions. Did you learn how to do that? Did someone trained you, or how did you get to be such an amazing pitcher?
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It was actually one of the main challenges, and it kind of goes to show, again, as a founder, how you really have to step out of your comfort zone every single day. I'm a very shy public speaker. So there's a joke that says, you know, how do you know an MIT introvert from an extrovert? And the extrovert looks at the other person's shoes as opposed to their shoes. So I think that's absolutely true. But for me, there were a couple of things. Thankfully, a really good friend of mine in undergrad, my last year, suggested that we take an acting class together, and it was both the most horrible thing I did. You know, like I remember going to my final, I had to do a monologue, a Shakespeare monologue. It was terrible. But after that, I mean, I remember clearly when I went on stage for TechCrunch Battlefield. Remember the Latitude stage was like, you know, pretty big as well. Yes. But I learned that people are there to support you, right? I don't think people go there with the expectation that, oh, let me see if this person messes up speaking, right? They really want to hear what you have to say. And then when you're building a product or company that is really out there to help people and make people's lives easier, right? It's about that bigger mission and the people that you're helping than about yourself. So I kind of had to learn to get over myself and being shy, you know, speaking in public, but also practice. I mean, for those really big pitch events and when there's, something important on the line. In that case, for me, it was the PR opportunity. Latitude, right, is an investor of mine, so I wanted to obviously make the best impression, and just like the environment, there was so much great energy there. So I mean, like practice, like.
No, you did great. I mean, Yeti and I were like rooting for you to, and in the future, Yeti with our new CDFI, she's starting a venture capital. So we might ask you to come and pitch for us now.
I would love to. It would be my pleasure.
You're not shy to ask us for $1 million or so.
No.
But Yeti or Sandra, I don't know if there are any questions. I haven't seen the chat box, but Yeti, take it over if you see some questions.
Yeah, no, I think we are good. I just wanted to make a comment. I as well had the pleasure of meeting Adriana in San Diego during the Latitude conference. We were very, very impressed with her pitch, and I think what you shared with the women today, I think is very inspiring. For them to be bold, to not be afraid to make that ask. I think it was great that you mentioned that you were asking for $100,000, $250,000, but then you wish you would have asked for $2 million. And I think that's the mindset that all of these women here need to have, that they have products that they're developing, to not be afraid, get connected, ask questions, build your network, and make that bold ask. I really love that you mentioned that. And I think a lot of the women here are going to take that with them. Thank you so much for speaking for us today.
Oh, no, thank you so much for having me. And yeah, everybody, I think my LinkedIn will share. Feel free to connect. And I wish you the best in this endeavor.
Thank you so much, Adriana.
Thank you, Adriana, on behalf of the Fresno Area Hispanic Foundation team and all of the Latinapreneur and Womanpreneur participants and our guests that are joining us today. A lot of lovely comments on the chat box in Spanish, en español, y en inglés.
Sí, muchas gracias.
And yes, we shared the links to Lilu, so you could check out the products, learn more about the company, and also connect with Adriana. You met her today, connect with her right away on LinkedIn, okay? And we are going to transition on to the next segment of a conference here. I can't believe we are close to noontime already. The time went by so quickly. Thank you so much, Adriana, for being our inspirational and keynote speaker for today. And for those that have attended our conference in person, you know that we like to wrap it up with a magnificent fashion show where we have volunteers, women, leaders in the community, businesswomen that are empowering the runway. And so as you can see here, we have 4 wonderful, wonderful women, leaders, business owners that have a little surprise for you. And so all of this was made possible by our fashion show sponsors and our contributors. So thank you to the Desk to Dust Company, Fern the Label, Adonai Salon, and also EFG Media for producing the video that you're about to see. So enjoy. time at the end of the program. It has been a pleasure to be your host and have Dora be the host as well, and Yeti participate in the panel. And on behalf of the rest of the team, so Efrain, Miriam, Jessica, Belong, David, and Ruby, we would like to say thank you. Thank you for joining us, spending these last 2 hours with us. I hope that, I'm pretty sure we all are going home, right, with one takeaway, many lessons learned, a lot of celebration, a lot of positivity, and like they say, good vibes, right? And so as we enter the holiday season, I wish you all a safe and holiday time with your friends, your family, your loved ones. And it is a pleasure. We are here to help and support you during your business journey. So give us a phone call. We're here to help you out. And I'm going to be ending the recording for today, but please stay tuned for a special announcement. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.